So in GTA 6, we're going to see a combination of previous GTA Easter eggs plus Easter eggs that are obviously new to the game. In today's video, we're going to explore some of the Easter eggs that we might be expecting to see in GTA 6, plus ones that we know are going to be in the game based on the information we had in the leaks. But before we get into today's video, I'm trying to get to 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year. It's quite a tall order, but hopefully you guys can help me get there. So if you could just tap that subscribe button, it is massively appreciated. So the first thing we need to talk about is of course the illicit trade that happens between South America and Florida. Now usually this contraband is moved from the South Americas up into Florida using everything from speedboats to submarines. In fact, there's a lot of information out there about these really cool submarines. They're insanely interesting, but these submarines unfortunately just aren't very safe, so a lot of people in them do unfortunately end up sinking to the bottom of the ocean, or of course they're found by the Coast Guard, etc., and the people are arrested. So I'm expecting around the coast of Vice City we're going to be seeing quite a few of these sunk around the various islands. Next we have Scarface references. Now Scarface has been closely tied to the original GTA Vice City game. Scarface was a massive inspiration for Sam and Dan Houser when it came to the creation of Vice City, and of course in the original Vice City game that was very obvious. And an example of this is Apartment 3C. There is a Scarface Easter egg which is a bloody bathroom, with of course the chainsaw, which is something else we're expecting is going to be coming back for GTA 6. At least we're hoping so anyway. However, in the GTA 6 leaks that came out at the end of 2022, we got access to an events list, and within this events list there is something called the Scarface crime scene. So this could once again be Apartment 3C, or indicating a different crime scene from Scarface. Another potential Easter egg we might have is to the series Dexter. Now me personally, I've never seen this, but I've had a lot of people comment on my videos saying that Dexter is closely tied to the same themes as Grand Theft Auto. Now if that is the case, it is very common for Rockstar to play on social norms and popular things in the media and news of course, so there is a chance that there will be some references to Dexter in GTA 6. At the moment we don't have anything to substantiate that, but it's still something that a lot of people are fairly sure of. Next we have shooting the moon. So in GTA Vice City we were able to shoot the moon to make it bigger or smaller. Now there was a lot of theories about why this was in the game, but in fact one of the developers that actually designed this mechanic within GTA Vice City came out and spoke about it a few years ago, and he said the main reason it's actually in there so you can shoot the moon and make it bigger or smaller is purely down to the fact that the team couldn't decide how big the moon should actually be, so they decided to make it variable in size. This is one of the core memories that a lot of people have from GTA Vice City, and it's one of the first secrets that came out about the game. I'm hoping that Rockstar bring this back for GTA 6 because it would just be really funny. Next is Miami Vice. Now Miami Vice encapsulates everything about Miami and Vice City, particularly in the 80s, whether that be the excess, the illicit substances, or the lifestyle. It's all encapsulated under the term Miami Vice. I personally do think that we're going to be seeing some references to the lifestyle elements of Miami Vice, whether it would be the boats or the women, whatever it might be. I do think there's going to be definitely elements brought over from 80s Miami to be set in present day Vice City. Next is the Tommy Vercetti mansion. Now we're not 100% sure on this, but in the trailer, that scene at night overlooking the water, on the right hand side here it looks like this is the Vercetti mansion. I personally do believe that this will be in the game, as this is one of the most key important things from the early Vice City game, and to completely disregard this would be Rockstar washing their hands of GTA Vice City. So I think it's relatively obvious that this is going to be featured within the game to some extent, whether it's actually a visitable place or whether it's literally just a building that they put in there to reference it, we don't know. But I do think with a fair level of confidence we will be seeing the Vercetti mansion in GTA 6. Next we have Lance Vance. He's another character from GTA Vice City, and he was known for wearing his white suit with his purple shirt underneath. In the GTA 6 trailer we can see someone resembling Lance Vance over the left hand side of the screen. Now this isn't going to be Lance Vance. In real life he would be about 80 years old by now, so obviously this probably isn't Lance Vance, but still this is a very clear nod to Lance Vance in the trailer, and I do think that potentially there'll be some references to him in GTA 6. Now something that we have to acknowledge is the whole Florida man thing. Most of the first GTA 6 trailer was literally just a Rockstar take on things that have happened in real life. A lot of the stuff that was in the trailer was stuff that's been covered quite widely in the news in Florida, and this is something that I found particularly quite interesting because all of these in themselves are essentially Easter eggs to real life. It feels like this is the first Rockstar games that's actually going to be a proper mockery of real life, as opposed to a tongue-in-cheek mockery of real life. Now, of course, we've covered this in videos in the past, whether Rockstar will be going soft or not. I don't think that they will, but I do think that the goal has changed for Rockstar. Rather than referencing just media like movies and other Grand Theft Auto games and music culture, I feel like they'll be probably putting more emphasis on real life, real events and real things that happened. And I think the advent of social media and the growth of social media over the past 10 to 15 years has really given Rockstar an incredible tool set to really go absolutely nuts on this. They have so many viral and stupid and funny moments that they can incorporate into the game and tell in their own way. I think the very format of Easter eggs in GTA 6 is going to change the way that we view Easter eggs as players. Next, we have outfits. Now, the outfits in 80s Miami were pretty out there, but in particular there's one outfit that stands out to us all, which is Tommy Vercetti's outfit. I do think at some point in the game or at some shop we should be able to buy this particular shirt that Tommy Vercetti wears. This is such an iconic image for GTA Vice City, so I strongly think that somewhere in the game we are going to be able to buy or acquire this shirt, whether it's redoing a mission, whether it's in a random clothes shop somewhere, we don't know, but this shirt has to make a comeback. Now, in the leaked clips that came out at the end of 2022, of course we saw the mission in Hank's Waffle Diner with Jason and Lucia. Within that mission, inside the diner, there was wall art all over the place, so different old photos, posters, and all of those sorts of things. And a lot of these contained some very small little Easter eggs. For example, there was a picture of a lighthouse, which is the lighthouse from GTA 5, as well as a few of the vehicles that were taken from GTA 5 in these pictures. Based on this information, it's very clear, obviously there's multiple reasons to believe this, but it's very clear that this game is obviously taking place in the same HD universe as GTA 5, but potentially a separate universe from GTA Vice City and San Andreas, and we'll talk about that at the end of the video. Then of course in the trailer we had the Ocean View Hotel with the Oceanic car outside the front of it. This isn't just a reference to GTA Vice City, this is a reference to real life, so there's definitely going to be some nods to both real life and previous Grand Theft Auto games. Now, talking about other references to previous Grand Theft Auto games, in GTA 5 of course we had Jay Norris, the CEO of Life Invader, and in the leaks we heard someone speaking and referencing to Jay Norris. This leads us to once again believe this is in the same universe as GTA 5, but also Jay Norris is obviously having a universal impact the same way Mark Zuckerberg would. Next we have Jerry Kapowitz. So Jerry was a character in GTA 4. He was a homeless guy, and at the end of the game, during the cutscenes, we see him finding diamonds in a park. After the end credits rolled, we heard stories from the radio stations in Liberty City, as well as news outlets, that Jerry would be moving to Vice City to set up his own gun store. Whether this was coincidental or whether this was carefully planned by Rockstar for the introduction of Vice City in 10 to 15 years time, we have no idea. But this gives Rockstar the perfect setup to introduce Jerry into GTA 6 with his own potential gun store or another form of shop like that. Next we need to talk about the actual Easter egg. Now, back in GTA Vice City there was an Easter egg which was quite physically an Easter egg, so to access it and to find it was actually not particularly easy, but once you got into the building you could see the Easter egg sat on a little mantle, and it was a really funny way of Rockstar doing an Easter egg. I'm hoping in GTA 6 they bring this back because it's just so silly and I love it. Now, before we talk about the last thing in this video, I want to say a brief thank you to today's video sponsor, Private Internet Access. Now, internet privacy is very important. A lot of games out there use something called the P2P model, which is the peer-to-peer model, where effectively you're not playing on a server, you're connecting to someone else's console and their console's connecting to yours, and a prime example of this is GTA Online. Now, the problem with this is it makes it very easy for people to access your IP address, so it's not very secure at all. But by using private internet access, you're adding a barrier between yourself and the other person's console. You can change your location to one of 50 US states or 91 countries. And this is especially important if you're in the US. You can change your location to a nearby state rather than having to ping your location to the other side of the world. So you can not only get really fast gameplay, but of course stay completely private in the process. Whenever I play in VR or even on my consoles online, I always use a VPN. So to save yourself 83% off and get yourself 4 months completely free, click the link down below. It works out about $2.03 a month. Now, the last thing I want to talk about in this video are the universes. So this has created a lot of confusion, and Jetro's done a fantastic video explaining the Rockstar universes in a way that's way better than what I can. But here's the general rules. Easter eggs don't apply to the universes. So Easter eggs in the Rockstar franchise can be from other games, can be from real life, can be from other universes. That doesn't matter. But the general storylines and the way that they interweave with each other usually apply to the universe rules. So for example, GTA 5 and GTA 6 are set in the HD era, and the way that it's usually worked is there's the top-down era, the 3D era, and the HD era, and usually these different eras work together to form their own universes. However, there are a few exceptions, but once again, Jetro has done a fantastic video explaining this in full detail, so that will be linked down below. Definitely go and check that out. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, once again, please remember to like and subscribe. Your support is massively appreciated. We've just hit 15,000 subscribers and I'm aiming for 50,000 by the end of the year, so it's going to be a bit of a challenge, but I think we can get there. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.
Spend the cylinder, push it to my head, yeah, do this for adrenaline, place another bet, I'm just looking for a cheap thrill, put it on my neck, I keep doing this dance with that.